Dr. Mizpah Rockson is a senior lecturer at the Department of Chemical Engineering here at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. She's a trailblazer in the field of environmental sustainability and STEM education. Dr. Rockson holds a BSc and PhD in chemical engineering from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Her academic journey has been one of dedication, innovation, and meaningful impact. Her research spans municipal solid waste management, waste valorization, and life cycle assessment of processes, all with a unifying goal of advancing environmental sustainability and fostering circular economy for natural and artificial resources. Dr. Rockson served as the exam officer for the Department of Chemical Engineering and rose to become the exam officer for the Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering. Currently, she serves as the first female exam officer for the KNUST College of Engineering. She's been a member of different professional institutions and bodies such as the Ghana Institution of Engineering, Ghana Science Association, and the International Solid Waste Association in Austria.
Okay, I am Mizpah Rockson, a senior lecturer in the Department of Chemical Engineering, KNUST, and I'm also the examinations officer for the College of Engineering, KNUST. The most worrying experiences as looking at our students who don't take responsibility for finding out their timetables, so they end up missing papers, and also students who get involved in different kinds of malpractices that I have to deal with. I think these have been the most worrying issues with students concerning exams. So I would advise that they get a timetable for themselves. Trails. Yes, you trail a paper if you get an F in that paper. You also, and that is if you score less than 40 in a course, you get a trail. And another definition of trail is if you are deferred a course because you didn't take part in the course. You didn't attend lectures, so you were not allowed to write the exams. That is also considered a trail. And then if another form of trail is also to have an incomplete assessment in a semester due to ill health. But if you trail having an F and you are not satisfied with your results, you feel like your efforts don't reflect the scores you have, you can request for remarking. And this you would have to write a letter to the Vice Chancellor through your provost within, I think, 21 days after results have been officially released. And you'll be charged a certain amount officially for that remarking. Then a different person will be asked to remark your paper. And then if it happens that you score higher than the score you had originally, you would be refunded your money, and then the scores will be replaced. But if you end up getting lower than the original score, you don't get the refund, and yet will replace the scores with the new scores that you got. So that's about remarking. But it's a right, it's open to any student who feels dissatisfied about their scores. Not at all. The semesters are autonomous, so if you say you can add it to the next semester, I don't get it. But you can't take, the rule is that you cannot progress to the next class with more than 2 trails. So if you have 2 trails, at the end of supplementary exams, 2, you can go to the next class. But if you have 3 or more, you can't. So if you don't write it, your trails in the supplementary exam, and at the end of the supplementary exams you end up with two tails, you would be withdrawn. The rules for the conduct of examination, there are many. That is when every student comes, they are given the student's guide, or now what we call that is a student's guide and the code of conduct. When you go there and you take the session, there's a session 3 from page 159. It spells out the rules and regulations for the conduct of university exams, and then the sanctions that you would be given if you are caught. But the general rules is that you arrive 30 minutes before the start of the paper, and you will not be allowed in 30 minutes after the paper has started. You will be searched, and then you are not supposed to go into the exams room with any foreign materials. Only designated materials by the lecturer that you are allowed to go in with. And then when you report, the invigilators will assign you a seat. Now we have various exam centers and you'll be allocated a room, so you should report and then you'll be seated, and you are not supposed to communicate with anybody during the exams, with each other. If you need anything, you raise your hand, an attendant or the invigilator would help you sort out any issues that you have. And then you are not supposed to be caught copying or with any foreign material. That is an offense, and you should dress appropriately. Yes, you should dress appropriately. You don't come with shabby dressing that would distract other students. Generally, I think this would be guidelines. Definitely, yes. It's a standing committee in the college that looks at malpractice issues. So if you are caught with malpractice, you come to the college exams officer. You'll be asked to fill out a report. Your ID details will be taken, and then the committee will invite you, and whoever caught you would also write a statement, and both of you will be available, and you are even allowed to come with a lawyer when you are invited to the committee. So there's a committee that oversees malpractices in the college, and then they write a recommendation to the vice chancellor to take action. My advice would be that concerning examinations, it's the means to assess you, the knowledge that you have acquired in the university. So it's a very important thing that you don't have to joke with. So take responsibility for everything that concerns you as far as examinations are concerned. Make sure you have the right timetable. Make sure that you study and prepare well for the examination. Arrive at the examination hall in time. If you have any issues, seek help from the appropriate quarters. This is what I will tell students. Yes. Well, so right now, if you notice in my college, we don't sit the same year group in one class. We mix up the students so that we can space you out properly, and then you are searched when you are entering the exams room. To avoid impersonation too, we do the biometric attendance, and then we take attendance, and there are invigilators there to keep an eye on you. We are yet to get there to the point where we'll have we'll have CCTV cameras in there, but we trust that our invigilators are doing a good job. So virtually, to prevent malpractice, we also tell you, because you can forget and come into the exams room with foreign material. It's announced in every class that if you check yourselves, if you have any foreign materials, you get it out before the start of the paper. So all the instructions are given to you. And before the exams, you will see that the regulations will be pasted on the doors. And then the classrooms for you to read if you don't have access to the student guide. So that ignorance of the regulations won't be an excuse. Exam scripts are the property of the university through our heads of department. So when a lecturer typically finishes marking, you submit it to your head of department, and they keep it till the time fits. I think the scripts are kept most of the time. We keep them for a long time, but ideally we are supposed to keep them for a maximum of 5 years. Then you can discard it. Or there are a lot of arrangements that we do. If you inform the exams office before the exams, depending on your impairment, we would assist you. We've assisted students who who have issues with reading small fonts, so would have to print their scripts in A3. We've assisted students who can't sit in a group to write exams, so we have to isolate them to write. If we know you have a physical impairment, we'll have to put you in a room that you can access. So usually what we do is we give room. When you come and you tell us about your impairment or your challenges, would help you sort it out and make sure you write the exams as comfortable as it can be for you. If you notice in the college, we have 2 nurses in the college during every exam, and then we have an ambulance on call. So any medical emergencies are referred to the nurses. If it's something they can deal with, they give the first aid. If they can't handle it, immediately an ambulance is brought in, and then the student will be sent to the university hospital. And what happens in that case, the student who fails to write the exams because of ill health will be graded incomplete and would write the exams at its next available time, most likely during supplementary exams. Yes. You mentioned digital solutions. Yeah, we have applied digital solutions to different things. It's not just about exams, online examinations. Even in allocating rooms for students to sit in. Previously, you realize our college, we don't have very large rooms, so we split one class into different rooms. This college, you would get your personal code to identify the classes in which you write each paper, so that to avoid students queuing or crumbling in front of one hall. So that you walk to the room, you know that is the room you are writing the exams in. That is one digital solution. So every student can print out the rooms through a QR code. They are writing each paper in the college. And about online exams, it takes different forms and is still evolving. And then we have an university-wide team that oversees that. So I would say we are progressing steadily with online exams, and it's still evolving. So there are a lot of arrangements being made to make it very smooth. But I think so far so good. We've been writing a lot of computer-based exams. Yes. Preparing effectively for exams starts right from the day you start your lectures. I have told my students that don't wait till last minute before you start reading through your materials. But as and when you are taught, make sure you understand whatever you are taught for the week, so that you don't pile up materials. So that brings up panic. When you realize you have so much to cover in a very short time, you can panic, and that's may not help you. So I will say that proper planning and then proper taking care of yourself. I told my students, don't think that it's exams, so you won't sleep, you won't eat well, you won't bath. That will not give you the kind of well-being and physical state of mind to write the exam. So it all goes hand in hand. Prepare before time. Make sure you cover the matter. Look at the learning outcomes for each topic that the lecturer gives, and then prepare adequately. When you need help, ask for help from your colleagues, and you have teaching assistants who may assist you with tutorials. So don't sit down by yourself somewhere, and then if you don't understand, you don't do anything about it. So preparation is very, it takes different forms. Yes. Remarking doesn't come to exams office. It goes to the HODs. So the letter is addressed to VC, but it goes through the department. And so it doesn't come to the exams office. The HODs handle it. So yeah, but the script, you won't be giving the script, but another person, an independent person, will be giving the script to remark. Yes. Your results, you should find it in the AMAP if you are a KNUST student. Unless you are owing fees or you have issues, then you will not, if you are not able to see it in the AMAP, you consult your department exams officer as soon as the results are released and you are unable to access it. You see your department exams officer. But every student should be able to access their results in the AMAP. And if they think there's any disparities, they should talk to their department exams officers. And then the particular courses involved, they can cross-check with the lecturer. Oh, they are also spelled out here in the student guide or the code of conduct. And then, so if you go to page 159, section 3 in this book, you will see all the sanctions. They spell from dismissal. You can be rusticated, you can be warned or reprimanded. Okay, so you can be dismissed, reprimanded, rusticated, warned, and so forth, depending on the findings of the committee. No, generally there are no limits. It all depends on the total number of trails that you have. If you have more than 2 trails, that will make you be withdrawn, and you can request to repeat. But if it's one paper and you keep writing it from, let's say, first year, you keep trailing, there is no limit till you pass the paper. Yes, if, as I said, you'll be graded as incomplete. So your CWA won't be computed for that semester. But when you are okay, and you bring a medical report to show that you're okay, at the next available exams, you'll be allowed to write it, and then your results will be computed. Well, I would say that as an university, we are progressing towards computer-based exams. So I think new regulations will be much more in that direction. Yes, for pen and paper exams, I don't think there will be any much change. But with computer-based exams, new regulations and new ways of doing things will be coming up. As you observe, now we had a system where we allow students to bring their own computer to take an exam. So you see, the system is evolving, and that's the direction that would be going. Well, I will not say we have any special feedback forum, But we are a very open office, and we take feedback from students and from staff who have any issues of concern. So as you see, we have a page for all class reps, and I'm there with them. So if they have any issues and they bring it up, we resolve it for them. And then any staff can come in with an issue, we discuss, and then we can get it resolved. Yeah, my final words would be that exams are just to assess what you have studied throughout the semester. It's not a period to panic or to find a way to outsmart the system. You are being trained to acquire skills in a certain program. It would be a shame that you will have a certificate that says that you have proficiency in the course and then you can't do anything in that field. So apply yourself to the knowledge and learn. Know yourself and strategize and learn so that you be comfortable when exams come. You don't panic. So prepare well. I'll always say that exams week is not the period where you'll be learning new things. It's just doing revisions of what you have already prepared on, and then coming to the exams room confident to come and deliver. So I wish all the students well as they prepare, and I pray would have an incident-free exam. You're welcome.